Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Lucy. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back, girl. This channel is all about beauty. We talk about hair, makeup, and everything else that girls love. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got this makeup look, how I do this, and the whole purpose of this is to see if makeup can really be sweat proof. I tried out some things that I've been watching other YouTubers use that claim to be sweat proof, but what I realized is that they don't live in the Caribbean. I'm from the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas to be exact. We're just in the Caribbean. And listen, our summers are ridiculously hot. We have a humidity that just makes you just sweat profusely. So I've been trying out all kind of different makeup techniques, and like nothing seems to just withstand the heat. So I'm trying out different things today, and I'm gonna go out and we're gonna see if it actually works. So we're gonna see if makeup can really be sweat proof. So I want you guys watch the rest of the video, see how I actually do this, and don't forget to go all the way to the end and see. We're gonna test this out and we're gonna see if this really works or not. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be trying out other methods to see if they'll work. But I have a good feeling about this because like my face feels really matte right now. Like this, like it feels matte, not cakey, like it feels cakey. Like I don't usually wear matte foundations, or I don't usually wear matte makeup. I'm more of a dewy skin girl, but I find like once you start off matte, and as the oils and the sweat start to come through, then you start to get dewy. I don't like to, especially on clients, because I'm also a makeup artist. On clients, I don't particularly like to do dewy makeup on them because I already know how our climate is. I already know how the temperature of the Bahamas is. It's like no matter what, year round. Actually, it's not so bad in the winter months. Like say it gets kind of cold around January to like April-ish. It's like kind of cool. It's like pretty good weather. But anywhere after May, June, July, August, September, October, like anywhere in those months, it is super duper hot. Like you will literally just melt in the freaking when you go outside. So I'm gonna see if this actually works. If not, then I don't know what else, girl. I don't know what else to do. So stay tuned for the rest of the video, and I hope you like it. Make sure like, subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos, because we're getting better at this YouTube thing. So I want you guys like follow me, and follow me on Instagram as well, Lucy in Real Life. If you want to follow me there, that'd be awesome. I'll see you over there. But let's just get to the rest of this video. All right, so now let us try and figure out if makeup can really be sweat proof. We can put this to the test today. This is barefaced. I'm gonna start off, well, all I did was wash my face and do a toner. So next up, I'm gonna prep the skin. I have a daily moisturizing lotion. I have a daily moisturizing lotion that is also a sunscreen. This is definitely going to be important. Definitely important because I'm going to be out in the sun today. So I want to make sure this is on. It definitely smells like a sunscreen. So I'm going to make sure this is all over. Okay, so that's the moisturizing lotion. That's also a sunscreen. Next, I'm going to do a mattifier. So I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Matte, well, True Matte Pro Filt'r Mattifying Primer. I'm going to make sure I get areas that get shiny, especially the T-zone. Now, I don't know, this primer, I like how this is because this is moisturizing, but to me, it's not like a drying. It's not like those formulas that kind of get tacky and get dry in your skin. It's like a soft matte type of finish. Now, so since I'm gonna be out in the sun, I think I'm gonna have to do like a double. I'm gonna do a double primer. I'm gonna use some Milk of Magnesia. I hate Milk of Magnesia, but let me tell y'all, like, I have to do this because I know I'm gonna get sweaty and oily out there. So we're gonna do that. I'll be right back. So I just did some Milk of Magnesia on my skin. I'm just waiting for it to dry. I just used the regular Phillip's brand. I just dotted in the T-zone area, especially my forehead, because that's where I start to sweat the most, and my nose is where I get shiny, and everywhere else, basically my T-zone. And I also see people, if you don't want to use Milk of Magnesia, you can also use loose powder. You can use any type of translucent powder and just matte out the face. I've tried that before, but it didn't really work for me that well. So that's also another option you can try, see if it works for you. But I already tried that. Maybe I didn't do it properly. I'll probably try it again, but we're gonna try Milk of Magnesia. I haven't tried this way. I haven't tried this in a minute. Like I said, I don't even wear Milk of Magnesia, but today is a special occasion. Like, I'm really gonna have to do this today. Okay, so it's dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some color correcting because I have a lot of dark areas. I could never skip this part for some reason. I'm just using my LA Girls Orange Corrector. I can't skip this part, especially for under my eyes, because once I use, if I go in without this and I go in with my regular concealer, my under eye gets super gray. So I usually use this to kind of neutralize any ashiness. Now, I'm not gonna use too much product. Like you can see, I literally just do a little few dots on there. For this makeup look, I'm trying to use as little product as possible because it's still a lot of products. So you don't want to go overboard with applying them. Let me tell you, like this with this corrector, you see how small those dots were, and like it still spreads out a lot. That's why I only use a little. Sometimes I go over the dark spots on my face because I know they're gonna show through the foundation, and I go around my mouth sometimes, but I mostly hit under my eyes with this. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna go with my foundation. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. This is the only matte foundation that I had, and it's a pretty light coverage. So this is why I'm using this. Now, I'm gonna use as little as possible. And I'm really just going over areas that I know need some evening out. Even that was a lot of foundation, so I'm not gonna add any more. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend all of that in. I'm just using a Morphe R14 brush, if that helps. Just looks like this, very dense brush. I use it to help buff the foundation in. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more because I've already run out on the brush. So we're gonna use a little bit more for the forehead. That's literally it. I don't even like to put too much foundation on the forehead because this is where that sweat comes draining down. So putting foundation up there is really kind of pointless for me. Okay, I have some areas that are still kind of peeking through, so I'm gonna have to either use a concealer to cover those areas or foundation. Just go back over that with foundation. I think I'm just use foundation while I'm here. I'm just gonna build up the coverage in those areas to hide those marks, like still showing on the side there. So I'm gonna pat this over the areas that need coverage. I need concealer for this because this is not even covering. Okay, so there's foundation. Making sure to really buff this in. Now, before I continue, I want this foundation to stay, so I'm going to be setting it with, this is my LA Girls Pro setting spray, long lasting matte finish. I'm going to be trying to like really set this makeup every step of the way. Whew. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just pat that in. I want that to really stay on my skin. Okay. So now it's time to do some concealer. I have my Fenty Beauty concealer. This is in the shade 370. So I use this to lighten my under eye area. And then I use the Juvia's Place number 16 just to kind of brighten a little bit in the inner corner because I have such dark circles. I don't want to use too much. A little highlighting down the nose. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to blend this out. So the Fenty Beauty shade is very close to my skin tone, so it gives me a nice highlight without being too bright. Sometimes I leave it. See, it's not super bright. It's just enough highlight. Sometimes I'll just use this if I just want a natural finish. Just blending these out. And I'm using whatever's left on my sponge to do on the chin. So I still need a little bit more highlight personally. I just hate that line right there. So I'm taking my Juvia's Place concealer. And that's literally it. And blend this out. And I make sure to keep this highlight like right in the center of my face. This just helps to really cancel out that under eye circle. I'm so conscious of them. I hate my circles. So I always make sure to just go a little bit extra and really brighten up my under eye area. Okay. So now we are ready to set. My skin already has a nice matte finish to it. So I'm gonna go ahead now on set with this. This is the Ben Nye loose powder. Ben Nye powder, I think this is in the lighter, this is the lighter shade. This is in the regular banana powder. I think this is the banana bright. So I'm making sure to really set under the eye. Make sure to set under my nose, chin, everywhere else I highlighted. I'm just gonna put this powder all over. So this is a damp sponge, by the way. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. So I'm gonna let this under my eye bake. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face. I'm using my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. What is this? My Micro Smooth Powder, this is in tan. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. So even if I still have marks coming through, I just go over with powder. And then just to give myself a little contour, I'm going to use the same Micro Smooth powder, but this is in deep. To me, this kind of just warms up the makeup. It gives my face some color instead of being so flat. And also help to contour my nose. We are nice and matte, honey. So I'm gonna take that off. It's just these under eye circles. I don't know if you could see that little dent. That dent kills me. So just to kind of let's cancel out a little bit more, I'm gonna use my Studio Fix NC43. Okay. All right, so that's as much as we're gonna get today. So that's my base. I do use a little bit more bronzer in the summertime, so I'm using my Fenty Beauty. This is in Mocha Mommy, just to give a little bit more contour and just to give more of a color. This is mostly for color and depth. So I use that on my cheekbones, on my forehead, down the nose. And then I also use this for eyeshadow. I didn't really put any, I'm not putting any eyeshadow today. So I'm just using this to contour my eyes a little bit because I don't like how they just look so flat. This is just gonna help to make it look like, it's gonna give the illusion that I have eyeshadow on. So I'm just bringing this out. This is the same Mocha Mommy. Just bringing that out a little bit, like that. Bringing it in. I'm gonna bring it up into that little pocket underneath the brow. And this is gonna help to sculpt out the nose. It doesn't look like much, but I can see the difference. So once again, I'm gonna really get in that corner, then I'm gonna pull it out. And then I bring it in. I do this all like with all my looks. I make sure to sculpt out my eye, carve out my eye just to give it some shape, and then I bring it down the sides of that bridge. And that's about it for that. That's all I do for eyeshadow. I'm just gonna do a little eyeliner. This is NYX matte liquid liner. I don't really feel like doing a wing today. I'm just basically adding a line just to kind of make my lashes look a little fuller. That's it. Sometimes I line, sometimes I don't. Just depends what I'm feeling. The lashes I'm using today are pretty simple, so I need a little bit more help with this eyeliner. Maybe I should wing this out, because I mean, it's so simple. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now, because if I wing this out, I'm gonna like run out. I'm gonna be so extra, and I'm just gonna no. We're going for a simple beat today. Just gonna let that dry, then we're gonna put on some lashes, and we're gonna be right back. Okay, so I have on my lashes, and these are just some wispies that I double stacked to make them look fuller. And I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I'm using this Milk Makeup Kush mascara. I love this. I got this in a sample from Sephora, and I've been loving this mascara. I don't know what it is. I think it's the brush that just helps the lashes to look so full. So I'm definitely gonna be buying this whenever I run out of this sample. Like the brush just like look how it makes the bottom lashes look super full. And I didn't put no eyeliner or nothing. Like, look at the difference. See that? I'm a bottom mascara girl. Like, I love my bottom mascara, and I just hate when the mascara like starts to bleed and run into the lines of the under eye. This doesn't do that. Okay, like look how full that made my lashes look. All right, so that's it for the eyes. That's literally it. I didn't do no eyeshadow. I just used bronzer to do that thing, that shaping thing that I do. My eyeliner, put on my lashes, and put on a whole bunch of mascara. That's it for the eyes. So now we're just gonna do the lip, and then we're done. My face feels so matte. But that's okay. We want it to be matte. So I'm just using my MAC chestnut, my good old chestnut. Ah, it broke. Man, I gotta go find a sharpener. I'll be back. Okay, so we finished lining with the chestnut, and I'm gonna use this lip lingerie. This is in the shade Seduction. Yeah, I like this shade. And this is NYX. Okay, so that's the lip. Now the final thing, we gotta spray this once again. I already feel like I have a good feeling that this is gonna stay, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna spray again. Whew. Now the real test is when we go outside. We'll see. This looks so pretty. I'm not gonna do any highlight because listen, just watch when I get out there. Y'all can see when I start shining. You don't need no highlighter, because when those natural oils come through, we can already be highlighted and glowy. So I'm just gonna leave this matte. I got that color on my cheeks, and that's about it. I think I want to highlight on the inner part of my eye though. Let's do that. So I'm just going to use an eyeshadow for that. That's probably the only eyeshadow I'm going to use today. And as you can see, I didn't even use much brushes. The only brushes I've used so far were this brush. I use this for my foundation and my powders, one brush. And I use this for my eyeshadow, and that's it. And then the only other one I used was this for my concealer. 3 brushes. Like, I literally did this whole look with 3 brushes. Now I'm trying to figure out which one of these I'm going to use. Let's use the concealer one because it's angled. So what color? Let's see. Yeah, just want to kind of brighten up that inner corner. Oh yeah, just wake this look right up. Okay, so that setting spray is setting in. Oh, still a little wet, so let's let that dry. So I'm going to be testing this out. I'm going to be going into the blazing Bahamian sun. I'm going to walk into that humid heat that we have, and we're going to see if this makeup holds up. So I'm going to see you guys later. I've been outside for about 2 hours now, and I've had to wear this mask the whole time. I don't lie, it seems like it's holding up a bit. So I'll probably come back at the end of the day and see how well this makeup did. But so far we're looking good. I won't lie though, I was in and out of AC, so that's probably another reason. Okay, so here's the verdict. It's been 5 hours since I applied my makeup, and it's definitely not sweat proof. At least it held up. It actually held up for a pretty good time. 5 hours in this summer heat. Ugh. Okay, so it's back to the drawing board, and I'm definitely gonna have to try other things to see. Yeah, now you can see it better. So it's not that bad, but I'll definitely sweat this out. And of course I have on my glasses, so yeah. At least my eye makeup's still on. So is makeup really sweat proof? We'll find out in the next episode of Lucy in Real Life. Until I can find something that works in this sun, in our Bahamas heat, our Caribbean heat, I'm gonna say that's a no for me. But I still look cute. Anyway, thanks so much for watching my video, and I hope you subscribe, like my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.